All right, everyone, get ready for another deep dive. This time, we're cracking open Napoleon Hill's Think and Grow Rich.
Oh, yeah. A classic.
It is, and you guys know we love to go deep, so we're focusing in on Chapter 2.
Desire, right.
You got it. The power of burning desire, to be exact. And we've got this awesome YouTube video summarizing the chapter.
Perfect. Always good to have some visuals to work with.
For sure.
Yeah.
So, Hill really stresses that it's not just about, wanting something. It's about this burning desire.
Yeah, it's like way more intense than just wishing for something.
Totally. He makes it clear that it's got to be this driving force, something that pushes you to take action.
Right, like it's not just daydreaming, it's about getting up and doing something.
And one of the best examples, Edwin Barnes, the guy who literally hopped off a freight train with nothing but the clothes on his back
Yeah.
and this crazy determination to work with Thomas Edison.
Oh, yeah, I remember that story. What was it, 5 years he stuck with it?
5 years. Can you imagine that kind of focus?
Yeah.
And the thing that gets me is he didn't just want any job at Edison's company. He was laser focused on becoming Edison's business associate.
He had that definite purpose. Hill talks a lot about that, right? Like you can't just have this vague desire. You got to know exactly what you want.
It's like having that crystal clear vision of your goal.
It makes you think, what could we all achieve if we were that driven, right?
Oh, for sure. And it's not just about knowing what you want, it's about that total commitment. Hill even uses the analogy of a warrior burning his ships, no turning back.
Leaving it all on the table, no backup plan, no safety net.
That's Barnes. 5 years, no safety net. That's got to be a little scary, right?
Makes you think about those times in your own life when you've really gone all in for something.
It's like, how far are we really willing to go to achieve our dreams?
I mean, Barnes's story is proof that when we tap into that deep desire, that burning desire, amazing things can happen.
No doubt. And Barnes wasn't the only one. The video mentions Marshall Field, too. The guy who rebuilt his store even bigger after the Great Chicago Fire.
Oh, wow, yeah, when everyone else was running out of town.
Talk about seeing opportunity where others see disaster. It's like that burning desire combined with that rock-solid belief, knowing you're going to succeed no matter what. It's powerful stuff.
It really makes you stop and think about what's holding us back.
Yeah.
What are we truly capable of if we harness that kind of power?
Big questions. And Hill doesn't stop at inspiring stories. He gives us a framework, a way to turn that burning desire into action.
That's the good stuff, the how-tos, right?
Exactly. 6 specific steps for turning desire into, cold, hard cash.
You know me, I love a good framework. So let's break it down. First step, you got to get specific.
Okay, so no more vague wishes. We're talking numbers here.
Exactly. Hill says you need to fix in your mind the exact amount of money you want. Be definite.
Like write it down, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
No more, I want to be rich. Think specific numbers. Then step 2, this is where it gets interesting. You got to figure out what you're willing to give in return for that money.
Oh, I like that. So it's not just about taking, it's about giving back, contributing something.
Absolutely. You got to figure out what you can offer in exchange for the wealth you desire. What talents, skills, or efforts can you bring to the table?
Makes you think about value, right? What can you do to deserve that kind of wealth?
For sure. You can't get something for nothing, It's got to be an exchange of value.
Right, so it's not just wishing for wealth to fall into your lap. You're actively thinking about how you can create value, earn it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it sets up this balance, right? Like, I'm willing to put in the work, contribute my skills in exchange for this level of financial abundance.
I love that. So we've got our specific goal, and we've thought about what we can give back in return. What's next on Hill's list for transforming desire into reality?
Well, that's what we'll pick up next time, but I got to say, I'm already feeling inspired. Me too. We're just getting started, folks, so stick around and we'll unpack the rest of Hill's 6 steps for turning your burning desire into tangible success.
All right, so we've got our specific goal. We know what we're willing to give in return. Where do we go from here?
Well, according to Hill, step 3 is all about setting a deadline.
A timeline.
Yep. You got to establish a definite date by which you intend to have that money.
No more open-ended dreams, huh?
It's about creating that sense of urgency, like I've got to make this happen by this date.
A fire under your,
Burning desire.
Exactly. Makes sense, though, right? It's so easy to put things off when there's no real deadline.
Oh, totally. But when you've got that date circled on the calendar,
Yeah.
it's like game on.
Got to get serious, start taking action.
Which brings us to step 4. Hill says you need a plan.
The roadmap to riches.
You got it. A definite plan for reaching your goal.
And this is a big one. He says you got to start acting on it immediately.
Oh, no time to waste?
Nope. Don't wait for the perfect moment or until you feel totally ready. Just start taking those first steps.
Even if they're small steps.
Even if they seem insignificant, any progress is good progress.
Right. Like, don't get bogged down in planning forever.
Action is key. Hill's all about overcoming that analysis paralysis and just getting into motion.
I love that. It's like, stop thinking about it and just do it.
Right. Sometimes those small actions lead to big breakthroughs you never even saw coming.
Yeah, like you take one step and a door opens that you didn't even know was there.
Exactly. It's about trusting the process, keeping the faith and moving forward one step at a time.
So no more excuses. We're taking action. What about steps 5 and 6? What's the final push to turn desire into reality?
Okay, step 5. You're going to want to grab a pen and paper for this one.
Okay, I'm ready. Pen in hand.
It's time to make that commitment concrete. Hill says write it down. A clear, concise statement outlining everything.
The amount of money, the deadline, the works.
Everything. What you're giving in return, the plan you've made.
Wow, like a contract with yourself, huh?
Exactly. It's like declaring your intention to the universe. No more wishy-washy thoughts. This is it in black and white.
It's got to feel powerful to see it all laid out like that.
It really does. It's like signing a document. Suddenly it's real, official.
No turning back now.
And, they say writing down your goals makes you way more likely to achieve them.
Interesting. So we're writing it all down. We're committed. What's the final step? What's Hill's secret weapon?
This is where it gets kind of mystical.
Okay, I'm intrigued.
Hill says, read that statement, the one you just wrote, read it aloud twice a day.
Twice a day, every day.
Yep. Once right before you go to sleep at night and once right after you wake up in the morning.
Wow. So it's not enough to just write it down. You got to actively engage with it.
Exactly. But here's the key. You're not just reading the words, you're visualizing.
Visualizing.
You're picturing yourself having that money, feeling the emotions like you've already achieved it.
Whoa, okay. It's like training your mind to believe it's already happened.
You got it. Hill was big on the power of the subconscious mind. He believed that by repeatedly visualizing your goal, you're creating a pathway for it to manifest in the real world.
So it's like you're planting the seeds of success in your mind, and then you're nurturing them with these visualizations, these daily affirmations.
Precisely. You're aligning your thoughts, your feelings, and your actions, all pointing toward your goal.
Powerful stuff. And, it makes me think about all those incredible achievers, those practical dreamers we talked about earlier.
Like Columbus, Ford, the Wright brothers.
Exactly. Did they use something like Hill's 6 steps? We may never know.
It's fascinating to think about, right? Like, were they intuitively tapping into these principles?
Maybe. Think about Marconi, dreaming of wireless communication.
Yeah.
Way back when, that seemed like magic.
It's like their burning desire, their unwavering belief, it fueled them, pushed them to keep experimenting, to keep pushing forward.
Even when everyone else thought they were crazy.
And eventually, bam, breakthrough. They changed the world.
It's like their desire was so strong, so focused. It created this energy, this force field that drew them to the resources, the opportunities they needed.
Like a magnet.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And look, I'm not saying it's easy,
Oh, no, definitely not.
but Hill's point is that burning desire, that's the fuel that keeps you going when things get tough.
It helps you overcome those inevitable obstacles that pop up on the road to any worthwhile goal.
It's your inner compass, guiding you through the darkness, keeping you focused on your destination.
Speaking of overcoming obstacles, what about Hill's son, Blair?
Oh yeah, the story about Blair being born without ears.
What a testament to the power of belief and determination.
Hill refused to accept that his son's deafness was a permanent limitation.
He was like, nope, we're going to rewrite this story.
He actively shaped Blair's mindset, instilled in him the belief that he could hear and speak.
Talk about putting your own principles to the test.
And it worked. Blair's story shows us that our beliefs can literally shape our reality.
It's mind-blowing. And there's that anecdote about Blair figuring out ways to earn money as a kid.
Yeah, while his older brother would just cry until he got what he wanted.
It shows that self-reliance that Hill nurtured in him.
It's like all those positive beliefs, all those stories Hill shared, they took root and blossomed in Blair.
And then, bam, Blair discovers the hearing aid that opens up a whole new world for him.
It's like years of focused intention, years of believing, and it all leads to this incredible breakthrough. It's so inspiring, so moving.
And Blair didn't stop there. He took his experience and turned it into a career helping others.
He used his newfound hearing to serve others. What a beautiful thing.
It's a powerful example of how burning desire, coupled with that spirit of giving back, can lead to a truly fulfilling life.
And I think it's a reminder that we all have something to offer the world.
We all have unique gifts, unique experiences.
And maybe challenges too.
And that's what makes Hill's message so powerful.
It's about recognizing our potential
To shape our destinies,
to make a difference.
even in the face of adversity.
And, while he'll focus a lot on financial success, I think these principles apply to every area of life.
Absolutely. Whether it's your health, your relationships, your career.
It all starts with that burning desire, that clear vision, that unwavering belief in yourself.
It's about understanding that you have the power to create the life you want.
It's about taking ownership of your life, your dreams.
And taking action, even if it's just one small step at a time.
That's what we'll be diving into in the last part of our deep dive.
Getting down to the nitty-gritty of applying Hill's 6 steps to our own lives.
So get ready for some serious action planning.
We'll be back soon, ready to turn those burning desires into tangible results.
Okay, we're back, ready to turn up the heat and make those dreams a reality.
Let's do it! We've talked about Hill's big ideas, the inspiring stories, all that good stuff. But now it's time to get practical, Put those burning desires into action.
Time to roll up our sleeves and get to work.
Exactly. We've already covered the first 3 of Hill's 6 steps: setting that clear goal, giving ourselves a deadline, mapping out the plan.
So where do we go from here? What's step 4 all about?
It's all about action. Hill's really clear about this. It's not enough to just dream and visualize. You gotta actually do something.
No more procrastinating.
Nope. Gotta take action, even if you don't feel 100% ready.
So even those small steps, those tiny actions, they matter.
They're everything. It's about getting the ball rolling, building momentum.
Because sometimes those small steps can lead to big results.
Oh, absolutely. Sometimes those little actions open doors you never even knew were there.
It's like you take one step and the universe steps in and says, all right, let's make this happen.
I love that. It's about trusting the process, having faith, even when you can't see the whole path ahead.
So no more excuses. Take action, even if it's just one tiny step forward.
Exactly. All right, ready for step 5.
Hit me with it. What's next on Hill's roadmap to success?
Okay, this is where we make it official. Hill says, write it down.
Write what down?
Everything. Your goal, your deadline, what you're willing to give, your plan, the whole 9 yards.
Wow, like a contract, a commitment?
Exactly. Hill says, write a clear, concise statement that lays it all out, no room for doubt.
It's like putting it out there in the universe saying, this is what I'm doing.
And they say there's power in writing things down. It makes it real.
It's like it goes from a thought to something tangible, something you can hold in your hand.
It's a reminder, a way to hold yourself accountable.
Okay, so we've written it down, made that commitment. What's the final step? How do we seal the deal?
Okay, this is where it gets a little mystical, a little woo-woo.
I'm all ears.
Hill says, read that statement, the one you just wrote, read it aloud twice a day.
Out loud, every day.
Yep. Once right before you go to sleep at night and once right after you wake up in the morning.
Wow. Okay, so it's not enough to just write it down and forget about it.
Nope. You got to actively engage with it every day, consistently.
But it's more than just reading, right? What's the secret ingredient?
Yeah. Visualization. As you read those words, you're picturing yourself having already achieved that goal.
I see, like really feeling it, embodying that success.
Exactly. Hill believed that by repeatedly visualizing your goal, by feeling those emotions of success, you're programming your subconscious mind to make it happen.
It's like training your mind to believe that it's not just a possibility, it's a certainty.
You got it. It's about aligning your thoughts, your feelings, your actions, all pointing towards that one goal.
Powerful stuff. So we're setting clear goals, we're taking action, we're visualizing success, and we're doing it all with that burning desire fueling us forward.
That's the Hill formula. And it's not just about making money. It's about creating the life you want in any area.
Whether it's health, relationships, career, anything.
It's about tapping into that inner power, that burning desire, and using it to create something amazing.
And that's what this deep dive has been all about.
Exploring those ideas, those principles, and hopefully inspiring you to go out there and make those dreams a reality.
So thanks for joining us on this journey into the power of burning desire.
Remember, it all starts with that first step.
And we believe in you. Go out there and make it happen.